Hello guys, Ancient Gameplays, I'm Fabio Pisco and welcome to my channel. And by the way, sorry about the echo, but I really wanted to record here just to start the day. And I've been away for quite some time, definitely 7 days without releasing a video, because I've been at Gamescom 2024 and it was actually my first time at an event like this. So I was really eager to go there, meet some connections in person, AMD guys, Nvidia guys, and so on. And I've been to both AMD side and Nvidia side. I found so many interesting things at Gamescom, and I decided to make a video of what we did there at Gamescom. I had so much more to show. I had things in Germany to show, like very beautiful places and so on, moments that I've passed with my girlfriend and so on. So we had a very good time, definitely. But if you are one of those people that really wants or really looks into the events Gamescom, and if you never went to Gamescom and if you want to know how it looks, what do you have there on the professional side and so on, I just did a small video in the S because this is small. Believe me, we have lots of information here, even on some newer AMD and Intel motherboards on the Asrock booth. You have the timestamps in the description, but I mean, so many information, and at the same time such a good time that we had. But well, let's dive into it. Let's first start with the retro haul. So lots of retro things like Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, and so on. But before, let's hear from today's sponsor.
DVD Mall!
Bringing you lots of software deals like Windows 10, Windows 11, Office 2019 or 2021 with a new Windows 11 design. And for all of these, you can use my SKG discount code for 30% off, getting a Windows 11 serial key for $22 and a Windows 10 one for only $15. Then use the key on your Windows settings and you'll have an activated system.
Da dann die Balance zu finden, so sage ich, bin unterwegs, habe kurze, coole Texte.
Mega Drive. Mega Drive. I played this game when I was young, actually. Dreamcast. Well, I mean, if it wasn't this game, it was really close to this one. Because I guess this is a new one, retro style, but a new one. Just by the way. And then we went to other areas like the Indie Games 1, where we had lots of games being presented, some even sponsored by AMD. Well, lots of them actually. I mean, we had tons of games there, like this one called Two Strikes, where we have an interesting game mode where the first one to get hit dies, more or less like real life. Let's watch a bit of it. And after this, we just went discovering other places and booths, and to my surprise, we ended up here.
You can come inside.
What do we have here?
You can come inside, put a headband on if you want, take a picture. Just choose one.
My head is too big for the circlet. Are they all the same size? Are they all the same size?
They just sit on the head.
Oh, I
It's
see.
not, you don't bend them. Some people did, and then they break them. So, but they look nice if you look at the details.
Once again, I have a big head. Now I need to do a monkey face or something like that. And after I got my powers nerfed by the circlet, we went once again finding other lands. Lands that had mini car drift games. After that, I headed up to the Nvidia booth on the professional side with Chad, which was one of the friendliest guys I've ever met. Is it working on GeForce now as well?
This is it, yeah. It's an ultra-wide monitor.
And man, this is really, really nice. I tested the latency here. GeForce now as well, running from a small Surface laptop. Running pretty nice. And we even had some interesting software to work with face models, where with a simple webcam photo you could turn yourself into Doom Guy.
And then you stable diffusion to create the image.
Stable Diffusion 2.1?
I'm not sure what version.
It is actually working pretty decently, actually. Even the facial structure is similar, which is...
It looks like, yeah, it looks just like it, yeah. But you look like a movie star. So it's like pretty cool, man.
That's very nice. Just a small picture, we get this. The analysis, the base template, and then the final outcome. And after I turned myself into the Omega male, according to the internet, I went over to other booth where I had AI working locally with CUDA cores. Check this out.
What type of striker should I use for this mission?
You should use a highly maneuverable striker to outrun the enemies and collect samples from Eye of Mizra.
Is the Falcon a fast striker?
Alright, I will change the striker for you immediately.
Change the striker to Inferno.
Sure thing.
Change the striker to Inferno.
No problem, the striker is ready.
Which striker is better for the mission, the Inferno or the Falcon?
The Inferno is a great choice for this mission. It has a high speed and maneuverability, which will help you outrun the enemies and collect samples from Eye of Mizra.
Okay, I'll stick with this one. Do you have any final tips before I enter the battlefield?
Just remember to stay alert and keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity. And don't forget to use your striker wisely.
And then I had kind of a little sneak peek of the new upcoming G-Sync technology called G-Sync Pulsar, where the newer monitors do not bring a specific G-Sync module anymore, they instead use the MediaTek ones, and one of the key features is the backlight strobing now implemented on G-Sync as well with G-Sync Pulsar. I actually saw it side by side and believe me, it does work very well at the same hertz, at the same FPS, and the motion clarity in terms of text is so much better. Let's look at it. Yeah. I can kind of zoom in. It's better. Okay. Yes, that will do it. We can go to the other one.
Okay. Oops, sorry. One.
Yeah, I guess we can compare it now. It's pretty
Can see it?
After this, we decided to explore the professional side a bit more, and I ended up testing some monitor arms. So this is actually quite of a big monitor, and we have the Hongjie the arm, the monitor arm, mechanical, not with gas lift, so it is actually pretty nice. Having something mechanical like this working so sturdy, as you can see. I mean, we can move it around as we like, one side to the other, vertically, the tilt, the swivel, everything, inside, outside. And of course, if you just want to go from one side to the other, it also has the lifts. And by the way, you have here the RGB as well. If you're really into it, of course, the button on, off, of course. And yeah, the general quality is, yeah, it feels great actually.
If you're tired, you just turn it down. Then
Yeah.
you lie down to have a relax.
Very nice. I mean, it's really great that we have these in mechanical, not gas lifts, because the gas lifts tend to tear down after some time. The mechanical ones are really interesting. Really good quality.
And here has the plastic cover, which is for the cable management. Yeah. And different colors. You can choose different colors of this, so just see called DIY.
Yeah, and you can select the colors that you want.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice actually. This plastic part, can you take it out?
Yes, can.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And of course, the wall of mice couldn't be missing, with Pulsar featuring one of the coolest ones, with lots of mice models and lots of patterns for each one. Then we started moving again as we wanted to catch a bit of the AMD's event at Hall 8, and we passed through several games show-off, like Delta Force Hawk Ops, for example, or Splitgate 2. But it was indeed time to move on, so I filmed my girlfriend a bit more. As we arrived to Hall 8, things were actually impressive. AMD, Asus, NZXT, Western Digital Dem, we even had bumper cars there. Now we are at the Hall 8 from AMD, and I actually don't like to do these types of recording. It's not my style. I'm not kind of a journalist, but well, I just wanted you guys to see what I see, a bit of what I see here. It's my first time at Gamescom 2024, and well, I hope you enjoy a bit of the video as well. This is kind of the Asus part, the Asus ROG Strix. We have several laptops, like the one that I'll show in some, maybe in a week or something when I get home. But yeah, we have lots of those, the Flow and so on, with the new Ryzen AI CPUs. At least that's what we see here.
So, ich guck mal kurz, ob alle noch da sind, ja? Ach so, nee, doch, wir sind nicht mehr.
And even though we did have some interesting things there, I was more interested in the new products from NZXT. Sorry, can I watch the...
Bitte einmal öffnen. Du gewinnst eine Logitech Maus und Tastatur. Die Logitech GeForce Series. Und jede Menge Preise haben das absolute Profi-Equipment. Wird von den besten E-SportlerInnen verwendet und natürlich auch von der Eintracht in Rosé. Lightspeed übrigens. das wollte ich gerade auch in der ersten Teilrunde.
Space Marine 2, playing a bit of it. By the way, I never tested an NZXT mouse, and this one is really light. I mean, really light. I don't even know the model, but I guess I have to see the model.
Gaming PC!
People are going nuts. But yeah, NZXT Lift 2. Not my type of mouse, but very light. And look at this mistake that they're making here. This is like blasphemy. Having the invert mouse. Look at this. And of course, we had this. And I went in as well. Moving to the other walls, we had Crafton Booth, with PUBG obviously being there, of course, and some presentation with someone famous, I guess.
Ob wir ein Paket schnüren, was das als Gegenwert hat. Was ist das? Hast du ihm gesagt, ein Messer? Ach so, mein Chef. Ich wollte gerade sagen, wie bist du mit dem Messer hierher gekommen? Okay, deine Schwester. Wo ist deine Schwester?
And we had so many things there. Awesome things like this booth from Darker Mobile, really cool. Star Wars Outlaws, but nobody cares about that. Path of Exile with lots and lots of people waiting in line to play in their computers. I believe they were offering something, pretty sure of it. And this awesome booth for the upcoming Farming Simulator 2025.
Alle. 10, 9, 8.
And of course, the huge tractor couldn't be missing. Awesome to be close to these things, I have to say. But again, we had so much more, like Dune Awakening, Civilization 7, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and many others. With a special appearance from Chainsaw Man himself. And we have everything there, I mean, even VR. Lots of it actually, with the usual gaming chair being presented as well. With some moments of me being dumber than usual. On the Corsair booth, we had things related to driving, more like simulators, wheels, the full sets as well, and man, this kid was doing a great job there. And right next to it, we had a full wall of custom peripherals, mice, keyboards, microphones, and more, like controllers. We had lots of those. With people playing Overwatch 2 like there was no tomorrow. And then we moved to the Japanese Drift Master booth, where we had an awesome RX-7 ready to drift his way out of Gamescom. And people trying the game as well. Some doing better and some doing worse, I guess. BeQuiet also had an interesting booth alongside Memory PC Shop with lots of good mood. And they even had a new Zotac gaming handheld, so I tried that a bit. This is the new Zotac gaming handheld, as you can see. The one that it is, in fact, a bit expensive, but at the same time, well, it brings an OLED monitor. OLED versus battery time versus the Asus one. In terms of size and so on, it is mostly the same. Decently enjoyable experience. It does have some stutters here and there. I don't really know if it is due to the memory or something else, but it does. This one is the same handheld, but it isn't working, I believe. Oh, it is now. Exactly the same stutters that we had on that one, we have on this one, so it is an issue, maybe lack of memory, something related to that. As you can see, if we play a bit, we do have some stutters. Yeah, one here. And I'm pretty sure that a big one is getting here. Maybe, yeah, lack of VRAM. Most likely lack of VRAM. 800 euros for a device like this one. With stutters like those, maybe it's a bit expensive. And after all that sound, I was looking for a quieter piece of land, and I found the Asrock land. Look at this case. It's like even the PSU is kind of a very small form factor. And still we have this one, in this scenario, really PSU, really small PSU from Seasonic, yes, the Focus. Then we have the Aqua version in terms of GPU. And of course it is a Radeon card. And it is kind of on a custom water cooling solution and looks very, very nice. With a mini ITX motherboard, I believe, also from Asrock. And this is the Asrock Booth, so it makes sense. And yeah, I guess now we're going back to me. This is actually something that I haven't seen before, an Asrock monitor. But yeah, I mean, still the same branding name, the Phantom Gaming. And we do have a usual 27 inches, 1440p, 240 Hertz, HDR 400 and with AMD FreeSync Pro. But as you can see, yeah, and it's OLED, by the way, it's OLED. I believe it's the same displays, maybe an LG display, most likely WOLED, something like that. But it looks pretty decent from what I'm seeing here. I believe we have more things like especially IPS monitors and so on. And now we have some motherboards here as well. We have several ones especially for the Intel systems. Taichi, Aqua, Taichi, OCF and so on. The white ones are actually the ones that I like the most. Very nice. And I believe that, yeah, they start in second half of 2024. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. Yeah, the usual. Hi. The usual 4 DIMMs. For example, we have some newer motherboards that will come for the new Intel CPUs already. Yeah, we have those here. Which ones are there? All of them are for the new. You select the new LGA processors from Intel.
All of these motherboards are Arrow.
Yeah, the Arrow Lake.
Yeah,
exactly.
all of them.
All of them are Arrow.
All the Intel motherboards you see here.
Do we have some? Yeah, we do have some actually. All of them are. Yeah, great. So these are the ones who come in the second half of 2024, right?
Yeah. So Intel will start selling at middle of October.
Yeah.
The AMD will start selling at end of September, 30th of September.
Yeah, like 1-2 months. So
yeah, about 1 month, 1 to 1.5 months.
Yeah, Asrock does have some of the best motherboards around in the price tags that they present, so that's great. And we have the Aqua versions and so on. They are also very, very nice. So thank you for letting me know about the Arrow Lake. And yeah guys, that's basically it. So every motherboard that you have here, for example the RS Wi-Fi White, one of the best looking motherboards that you have here. Definitely great. And these are all for the Intel Arrow Lake CPUs, the ones that will be done by Intel or that will be released in some time. We also have here, if you like the more standard gray colors, live mixer. And on the side, we actually have the AMD motherboards. We have the X870E that weren't still released, but they will be released in about a month, so we'll be able to get them in about a month. Sorry guys. So we do have the Phantom Gaming ones. We do have the Taichi, one of the most well-known. Taichi lights as well. Just move it. Yeah, like that. Also the white version, the Steel Legend that we always have in every single AMD and Intel counterpart. Now we have RGB here on the armor. Very nice. And of course, in terms of GPUs, we have these ones. We have the Taichi white, really good looking. This one is the Phantom Gaming, which is kind of a lower tier version of the Taichi in terms of cooling solution and in terms of RGB effects and so on, but still one of the best cards that you can get. And in this case it is the 7900 XTX, 24 gigabytes as you know. Very good card, especially very good card for the price in terms of cooling solutions. And by the way, we even have the Intel ones. Intel will release a new GPU, as you know, the Arc Alchemist, and or Battle Mage, in this case the Battle Mage, but we do have the Alchemist here, and they look pretty good. I mean, it's around the same that we're used to. Sorry guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, the usual and normal Phantom Gaming, and really the Steel Legend and the Challenger that we have here. Even the Mini, the Mini IDX, the Challenger low profile. And we can go even further with the 6400X, or in this case the 6400, the normal one, not the XT. Low profile, 4 gigabytes. This is really small. I've seen bigger cassettes from the time when I was watching cartoons. So this is really small. But yeah, let's see a bit more of it. And roaming around a bit more, I found a booth with lots of good-looking controllers, and I found that they were actually more than just good-looking. They were also very good. And GuliKit, or GuliKit, sorry if I'm not pronouncing correctly, didn't only make the controllers as they were making the parts for them as well, selling buttons and analogs for the Steam Deck 2, which is a very nice touch. This is a new brand, at least a brand that I never saw before, GuliKit. Yeah, GuliKit, and they actually make some interesting controllers. We have, for example, the new pads on the back, something that we did have before. We do have several types of controllers. We have this one, the triggers here on the back, and we have also these ones, which are really interesting. So you press them like this, downsided. We even have RGB, for example, and we have several other options like the lighting here. We have the menu. We have everything else, as you see. Also response feedback. Very nice. I'm kind of a gamepad addicted. I do like to mess around with every single gamepad that I see. And this one, even in terms of quality, seems pretty well done. And then we have here on the top as well, we have every information that you need. If you're using it for Windows, if you're using it for Android, Nintendo Switch, you can use it for every single platform that we have right now, which is actually very good. And by the way, if you like different colors, you can also get these kind of more old school colors here. Yeah, with the gamepad. And by the way, the switches can be all removed, as you can see. You can remove them, use them or not, that's your choice. So that's one of the most interesting things that I've seen so far. Being able to actually take off or not the buttons that you want to use is actually a pretty nice thing. Well, that might be common, but at least I never saw anything like this, so yeah. And then the very friendly Jack appeared to explain me some things. Take this off,
yes.
Use them or not, very nice.
Yes, wearable, removable.
Yeah, very nice. And the quality is really well done. It's really well done.
And it has a lot of technology actually. You know, it has it's all-in-one, support PC, Switch, Android, iOS.
so that's very nice.
And it has HD rumble and also rotary rumble. Yeah, and Hall effect joystick, and analog trigger and digital trigger, all in one, 2 in 1.
Very nice. And what about the cost? About this one, for example?
Yeah, the price is $70 around.
Yeah, so it's around more or less the Xbox controller. The Xbox controller costs around the same, $70.
Yeah,
and we get so much more of these ones.
Exactly.
So much more.
Yes.
Yeah, I do have lots of Xbox controllers, and I'm really feeling the quality here. So that's very good. And this happened.
So take this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I will try to use it in my videos. Of course, I'll give you a mention.
Thank you.
I mean, this is really well done.
Yes.
If it wasn't well done, I would say it wasn't well done, but
That's
it is
right.
very nice. Thank you very much. Well, pleasure to meet you. My name is Fabio. And if you want, let's see.
I'll give you my business card in case in the future you have new products.
Thank you very much. I guess I need business cards as well. It's my first time here at Gamescom, so I'm really unprepared, but next time will be better. Thank you very much. Really impressed with the product.
Okay, do you need a bag?
Yeah, that would be really nice. Thank you. So it seems I got a gamepad. I liked it, and GuliKit were very nice to give me one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and I'm carrying my girlfriend's bag because we have to share the workload. As you can see, you have several booths here where you can actually test the mice there that they got, the new ones that will come out, and so on. So I guess we can go in a bit. Now, one thing that I didn't know is that Pulsar also has keyboards, and their keyboards are actually very nice from what I'm seeing here. And I mean, we had so much more to show, and Gamescom was an entire world itself, with 11 halls, each one with 2 floors. And there was, once again, so much more to see that if I was to record everything, maybe 10 hours wouldn't be enough. But yeah, great experience. And well guys, I guess that's all for this video. If you watched the whole video, please leave a comment in the comment section letting me know that you watched the whole video. It means a lot to me because I did take time to make this. And by the way, if you're waiting for the Windows 10, Windows 11 23.5.2 versus Windows 11 24.5.2, well, we had some complications because Microsoft actually backported from the scheduler, or in this case it's not the scheduler, but instead the kind of the prefetcher, the improvements to the prefetchers and to the, yeah, I need to sleep a bit, and since they backported it to the Windows 11 23.5.2 as well with a new optional update, things changed, but don't worry because I'm testing that as well, in lots of games, like 30 games or something like that, and more on that scenario. Just for example, Windows 11 23.5.2 with the update versus the Windows 11 24.5.2 to see if with the update there's any difference going from the 23.5.2 to the 24.5.2. But yeah, it will be there, don't worry. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video, guys. Cheers. Don't forget, leave your comment in the comment section.